glorp, florp, dorp. I don't know. Glorp, yeah, the Orpian. We're speaking Orpian. That's the point here. That's the point in the game Orp by JZ Games. This is a little deduction game for 3 to 5 players. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed sharing it with people. It's a weird little game where you have alien cards and you're doing some different things. So we'll take a look at the game and then I'll tell you more about why I enjoy the game and why I think it's pretty cool. But welcome to my review of Orp from JZ Games. All right, everyone, I have this set up for a 5-player game of Orp, and in this case, I also have the locked container cards already out there, part of your hand, which is always face up during the game. So these are like this. They have this backside. You have 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5 in a 5-player game. With that, we also have our symbol key cards, which look like this on the back, and our item key cards. I'm just showing them face up, even though they don't start that way. And there's also a face up one over here. We'll talk about those in a second. But my wealthy client wants something that I don't have currently. 2 primitive devices, 2 curing potions, and a crystal beetle. And I'm always going to start my round by investigating. So I have to ask somebody. Maybe I say, is this a Yucata? Because I want to find out if it is or not. So the person could say yes or no. If they say yes, they're telling the truth. And I have to discard 1 location card from here. And then they would get to, when they flip this up, because this becomes flipped up for everyone to see and it stays that way, they flip it up and then they get to take a key card, a look at the key card not in play. So this one, there's only 1 not in play in a 5-player game. It's a little bit different for 3 and 4. But they take a look at that without showing anyone else, or they could alternatively take a locked container card from here and then discard back down to 5. So you can always take more cards. You're just going to end up with 5. So you can take more and then discard down based on what you need, because the whole thing is trying to figure out, like right now I know that a Norp equals a sublime, or I don't need that. So I don't want any of these Norps that are out there for other players. I want to get things that I know will be primitive devices and curing potions. So as it goes along, I will be deducing, because this is a deduction game, who has what and what they are. So there's the primitive device. So Morps are primitive devices. And now I know over here, maybe later on in the game, that glorps are the curing potions. And then finally, I would find out over here that the forp is a crystal beetle. So that allows me to figure out that I need 1 forp and 2 morps, and finally 2 of the glorps, of which I only have 1 forp right now. So the other thing I'm going to be doing after I investigate each time, so that'll give me information that'll start flipping these things over if we call each other's bluffs. Once I start doing all that, I'm going to be able to collect containers. That's the second thing I can do on my turn. Or I could do a force trade where I'm swapping out a card. Maybe I don't want this Dorp anymore, and I'm going to take this, let's see, I don't need a Snorp. Maybe I'm going to take a Glorp so that I have a curing potion, and I'm getting closer to what I need. Once I have all the cards I need, all 5, it'll be 5 for everyone. Once I have all 5 of those cards, then I can simply declare that I know that I have everything that my wealthy patron has requested, and I take a look at anything that's hidden still, and if I'm right, then I just say I've won the game. If I'm wrong, then I'm out of the game, and any cards that I still have face down get flipped face up, and then other people can try to finish the game without me. That's the whole game of Orp, basically. There's a couple little things in there that are different. There is a little bit of a change in the 3rd and 4th player version of the game, because we have more hidden information that we need to be able to reveal so that you can understand and decipher these gobbledygook information. Now that you've seen the game, I think that you get a sense of how to play it. I'm not going over all the rules. This is a rules video, but I think that you can see that it has some nice artwork. I like the symbols. I like the kind of understated but technological future look to it, because we are supposedly we are in a market with space merchants and translating alien language, the Orpian language. I think it does a nice job of giving you that aesthetic and that feel of what's going on. I don't think that this little score pad is necessary. Maybe a couple people really need it, but there's not enough of them anyways. So I would just say get people to use their brains, because if they're not going to like using their brains, then they're probably not going to like a game like this. Maybe this would help a younger player, but you're going to have to make more if you use these anyway. So I prefer not to use them. But I like the art. I like what it's doing. I like that there's different symbols, and there's a little bit you can read about the symbols even in the back there and how they were chosen. They do have some significance. Kind of cool. It's fun. I like the colors. I do think that this game can get a little bit weird with people who play it multiple times, but what I'm going to use it for is when I like go to conventions or other gatherings where I just need something quick, because we play in about 15-20 minutes usually. I guess it could last a little bit longer, but as long as people aren't taking too long on their turns, it's a pretty snappy little deduction game, and I like that. I like that it fits in this little box here, and I can take it with me and have a good time with other people, getting to know them and laughing at the funny sounds we make as we pretend to speak an alien language. So for me, I definitely like it. Maybe you like it too. Maybe you think that you see something that you enjoy in this game. Let me know what that is. Or if you're not interested and you think there's a better small box deduction game, I'd like to hear about that too. Either way, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Happy gaming.